Back at it again, and yeah, this is getting sad. Let's dive in.
Since, they're betting that you didn't see what you saw, they're not going to show it to you again in the with the hopes that you won't see what you saw again. Mm-hmm. Most Americans saw what happened. They know what went down, and so they're doing exactly what you expect Fox to do. Because it's like, listen, if you're that concerned about a lie, you should watch and make sure that people are not lying. But you have to watch in order to know that they're not lying. But I guess that's ass backwards.
They don't want to watch.
So what do you think?
They don't want to watch. I think that...
Well, first off, I think Fox is airing this. They're just not airing it on their main news station. But I could be news channel, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comment section, though. But anyway.
Fox is implicated in the event that day, isn't it? I mean, yeah. Laura Ingraham and Sean Hannity and Brian Kilmeade are begging Mark Meadows to get the president, Trump, to stop the attack.
Hold on, wait. Did y'all see that too? Is she literally reading off of that card what she has to say? Hold on, time out. Now, I know these ladies are getting paid. They're getting paid very, very well. But if there is somebody who is writing on these cards, hey, we'll pay you X amount of millions of dollars, just read this card to the audience and make it sound like your own words, we got some issues. Check this out. I'm going to rewind it back a little bit, and you guys can tell me.
I think that Fox is implicated in the event that day, isn't it? I mean, Laura Ingraham and Sean Hannity and Brian Kilmeade are begging Mark Meadows to get the president, Trump, to stop the attack. So now they're saying the opposite. They're implicated in the day. So, of course, they don't want to report that.
Do y'all feel like she was just reading off of that paper or whatever she's holding? Maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know. I could be wrong. Maybe, she just was looking down to see what the next segment was or whatever the case. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's on that paper, but it seemed to me like she was reading a pre-put together statement to say to the audience. But I don't know.
And as far as the criticism that it's a theatrical event, because they did hire a former ABC News president to go there. Yeah. He used to work here. We know him, James Goldston. He's doing something with them.
Not
think
Fox. You're talking about the January 6th.
The hearings on that's this Thursday and what's coming up next week. But I think that is an important thing. On Thursday night, my feeling is that they must present this in the most dramatic way they can so that people will continue to watch. Something like, on that day, these people...
Present it in the most dramatic way possible. This is just sad at this point.
Try to have your vice president killed. That's a fact. Yeah. I mean, maybe something like that will slap them into, wow, is that true? Let's hear more about that. And
Oh no, let's hear more about how the guy was outside Kavanaugh's house, armed to the teeth. Let's hear about that. You talking about that, The View? I don't know if you guys have heard about it.
Radical rhetoric from the left leading to some chilling consequences. A madman armed to the teeth with a gun, knife, and other dangerous items like zip ties arrested steps away from the home of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, telling police he wanted to murder the justice. The man reportedly angry over recent mass shootings and the leaked draft opinion overturning Roe versus Wade. It comes after last month's left-wing protests at the homes of Supreme Court justices, including Kavanaugh's house. The White House releasing a statement saying they've been, quote, forceful about condemning such behavior. Yeah, right. Take a listen to how they previously lit the fuse.
I know that there's an outrage right now, I guess, about protests that have been peaceful to date, and we certainly continue to encourage that outside of judges' homes, and that's the president's position.
So, yeah, can we talk about that? Can we talk about this guy who was literally ready to wage war against Kavanaugh? Tie him up with some zip ties. But it's just wild to me. They'll never talk about that on The View. Nope. Not even a story. Not worth mentioning.
So I don't object to the theatricality of it. It's really, you've got to keep people's attention. The Watergate hearings, which I watched, my daughter was a child, were not as dramatic. But people were riveted to that. Of course, there weren't a million stations. There was no Fox News at that time to tell you that everything you're seeing is a lie. And so it was different. But this time, they've got to give you the punch
So
at the
just to
beginning.
clarify, Fox News is airing it, maybe not on the news channel, but on their business network.
Nobody watches that.
With two of their flagship
what I thought.
anchors, so that's important. And they're also providing it available on all digital platforms.
Yeah.
Did she say nobody? She said nobody watches that. I'm honestly curious about the View's ratings, TV ratings. I wonder, do more people watch Fox Business than watch The View? Because the other day we checked out something where Fox News ratings they held like the top 17 spots before MSNBC even was in the top 20. And I don't think CNN was even in the top 20. I think CNN didn't pop up until like 25 or something on the list. As far as TV ratings go, Fox held the top 17 spots. CNN might have CNN. No, I think CNN might have been lower than 25. I think they might have been like around 20 or something. But anyway, I'm honestly curious. If anybody knows their ratings, let me know in the comment section. But I'm pretty sure, with the stuff that they say, they can't be great.
And so everybody's online, so I don't want to hear that you can't find it because you don't need a subscription. So just saying a cable news network has that luxury to choose.
But Tucker Carlson is the most watched program across cable news and on Fox News in particular.
For good
and I
reason.
think it's such a disservice to their viewers that they've peddled all this misinformation over the past couple of years, but they're not allowing their viewers to actually see the January 6th committee.
Now,
Don't you think that that's...
I think that people should.
What? She literally just said that they're airing it. And this is what I mean. You're not even listening to what people are saying. You're listening to respond. You're not listening to understand. There's a very clear, big difference between the two. All they do on The View is listen to respond. They don't listen to understand. She clearly just stated they are airing it. They're not airing it on their main news station, but they are airing it. And then she just turned around. Aren't they doing a disservice by not airing it? They are airing it. People, and listen, even if they aren't, let's say the Fox News wasn't airing it anywhere. People can still find it. It's still on TV. What, you think people can't flip the channel? Oh, they can't figure out how to grab a remote? Golly, y'all see what I mean? Like, I'm not losing my mind, right? Somebody talk to me, please. Somebody talk to me.
actually see the January 6th committee.
Now,
Don't you think that that's...
I think that people should watch it, and people are smart enough to go find it. I do think Americans are, and I think that
You think the average Fox News viewer will go somewhere else?
No, I think the average Fox News viewer has been seeing for a year and a half this play out over and over again. Rioters attack our Capitol. We've seen it on every single channel, even Fox Local, if you watch that. So people understand exactly what happened. And so what is the smoking gun here? What is the breaking news?
Well, that's
I know,
what
but
we're
I think
waiting for.
People will turn.
What's the breaking news? See, and look at Sonny's face. Like, she dropping truth bombs on you.
What is the smoking gun here? What
We
is
don't
the
know
breaking
yet.
news?
Well,
I
that's
know,
what
but
we're
I think
waiting for.
People
Where's the
will
breaking
turn
news?
in once the Department of Justice says, okay, here are the charges.
Well, I have to disagree with you
wait,
there.
let me finish. We want some criminal charges if that's what you want. That's what we'll see next. We're not even going to see that in these 9 hearings.
No.
And then if we think about the actual intention of this, there's a sentiment that Democrats need to rebrand this midterm message, right? So by airing this, you're going to remind everybody, like, hey, Trump is aligned with other conservatives, and even though that's not always true, there's plenty of people who spoke out against this. And so now, reminder, don't vote for these people in the midterms because you want to keep the majority. And I think that that is a losing message by looking in the past and not looking in the future, because there's things on top of mind for people. There are things like feeding your baby, which I talked about yesterday. There are things on top of mind like people wanted to know if a recession is looming. There are things on top of mind like wondering how to pay for your gas.
I think America.
All right. We're ending that there. She's 100% correct. Nobody cares about this January 6th situation. I think I touched on this yesterday. Nobody cares. People can't even afford to live right now. You think we care about some January 6th committee? No. People are paying over $5 a gallon for gas. $5. I mean, listen, I thought it was crazy when we had $3.50 of gas. I thought that was just out of the world. I'm like, whoa. Man, these boys tripping. Y'all gotta do something about these gas prices. Gas is projected to double that. You think people care about some January 6th committee? Man, get out of here. There's parents out here who can't even find food for their baby. And you think they care about this? Get out of here. Stop it. Kids always come first. Don't nobody care about no glitz and glam January 6th hearing. First off, that was a year and a half ago. That doesn't directly affect people's daily life today. Inflation is rampant. Grocery store prices are through the roof. Like I said yesterday, people are making food choices at the gas pump. Not even in the grocery store. They're making that choice at the gas pump. Do I fill up my tank or do I cut it short so I have $20 to put some food on the table tonight? And you think people care about this? Crime is going out the wazoo. I'm sure y'all heard about the California situation. Y'all know about that. I mean, crime is just rampant right now, and yet they still think people care. I mean, I don't understand how they don't open their eyes, how they look at these poll numbers and think, yeah, people care about this stuff. No, they don't.
Mid-April. Now, the top line number in that poll was bad for Biden. 33% approval among adults and 35% approval among registered voters. Not good. But it got worse for Biden when you looked at the percentage of adults who strongly approve of his job performance versus those who strongly disapprove. So just 18% strongly approve of how Biden is handling his job as president, while more than double that number, 43%, strongly disapprove. That speaks to a major passion gap between the two parties, and especially in midterm elections, passionate voters vote.
Exhibit A. Poll numbers ain't looking great. Let's take a look at another one.
Okay, how is this impacting President Joe Biden? Look at his job performance on gas prices. You don't have to be a mathematical expert to know that 31% is a very, very bad number. The vast majority, more than 2/3 of Americans, disapprove of Joe Biden's job on gas prices, Jake.
And that's an older poll. Gas prices have done nothing but go up since then. But people care about January 6th, right? Let's check out another one.
Republican running for re-election or trying to unseat a Democrat, things are looking pretty good, right?
I would say they're looking very good from a historical context. So basically, I took the best Republican positions on the generic congressional ballot at this point in midterm cycles since 1938. That generic ballot basically as would you vote for the generic Republican or generic Democrat in your district? And guess what? Since 1938, the Republican 2-point lead on the generic congressional ballot is the best position for Republicans at this point in any midterm cycle in over 80 years. It beats 2010 when Republicans were up a point. It beats 2014, 2002, 1998 where Democrats led by a point. And in all of those 4 prior examples that make this list of the top 5, look at that. Who won a majority? It was the Republicans who won a majority. Now, of course, the election is not being held tomorrow, and we'll see. Sometimes history isn't always prologue.
True.
But my estimate for the 2023 House makeup, if the election were held today, which again it isn't, we still have 5 months from tomorrow, would be Republicans 236 seats to 241 seats, Democrats 194 to 199. That's based off of a formula of seat-to-seat race ratings from both the Cook Political Report and Inside Election.
And they're concerned about January 6th still. Yeah, I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. I just, I don't know who is actually steering this ship at this point, but it is a sinking one, and it's sinking fast. I mean, they are taking on water and cannot get this thing back on the right track, and I don't even think they care to get it back on the right track at this point, honestly, because I'm looking at the situation and I'm like, some of the stuff is fixable. Some of the stuff can be reversed. You could actually still win. No, we're doubling down. I'm like, yo, do y'all see what I see? I'm baffled. I'm you know what I mean? Because I'm looking at all of these poll numbers, some of the poll numbers that I just showed to you, and I'm like, I know that they see this stuff. They have to. Like, are they like this asleep at the wheel? I don't know. Y'all talk to me. Why do you think they haven't changed course? Because like I said, there's still time. The election isn't tomorrow. There's still plenty of time, and I think a lot of these issues are fixable. And if they fix them, they possibly could still win. They could turn this thing around in the blink of an eye. But day by day, there's been no change. Zero. And like I said, as a matter of fact, there's only been doubling down on what they're currently doing. And I'm like, you are already heading in the wrong direction. So you want to double down? You want to put another hole in the boat when there's already multiple holes? You're just sinking even faster. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Sheesh Louise. Peace and love. I'm out.